I'm so glad you brought up TLC, but it's interesting that you talk about the one at WrestleMania. That was TLC 2, right? The one at
Yes,
SummerSlam was the first one.
yeah, but I always say that the one at WrestleMania, what was it, 16 or 15?
17, I think.
No, the one in Anaheim, California. What was that? I think that was WrestleMania 15 or 16. But I say that was the first TLC, but it was called a ladder match. It wasn't called the TLC because we still use tables, ladders, and chairs. So as far as I'm concerned, that was the first one. Then of course, SummerSlam was the second, and WrestleMania 17 was the third. And then of course we had one that was on SmackDown where we had, I believe it was Chris Benoit. I don't work for the company anymore, so I can say that name. Chris Benoit.
Everyone in the comments is going to love that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, what was I saying? I'm lost train of thought.
That one was on SmackDown, right?
Oh, I'm sorry. That one was on SmackDown, and that one was good, but it didn't get the recognition like the other three got. I'm not sure why, but it is what it is. Oh, and then Bubba did one where I was Reverend Devon on SmackDown, and him and Spike got together and did it. So, those two didn't get the same appeal that the other three got. I'm not sure why, but I guess that just shows the magic that we had with the six of us doing what we did.
Yeah. You hanging off the title with Jeff Hardy in that one at SummerSlam. The bump you took there, and you already mentioned it, you're scared of heights. That bump you took was crazy.
Listen, I saw everybody else going to take crazy bumps, and I definitely didn't want to take the one that Bubba took, going through all the ladders on the outside. I was like, there's no way I will panic in midair and miss the tables. But the one I was for sure that I could handle, but it was scary as hell, was hanging 15 to 20 feet up in the air with Jeff. And if you know Jeff, how crazy he is, and I always say this in interviews, he's kicking me, and the ladder hasn't been moved yet. And I'm screaming. I'm already nervous as hell. And I'm screaming, Jeff, if you ever love me, you will stop kicking me. The ladder is not moved. And he don't hear a word I'm saying. He done tuned me out. He done tuned the fans out. He done tuned everything out. He laughs about it now. Every time we talk about it, I go, I will never hang with you again. You do know that. I love you to death. I will have matches with you, but Jeff, I will never hang with you again. And he laughs at me all the time. Every once in a while, he come up to me. He goes, "Yeah, so Devon, I was talking to Vince. This one back in WWE. He goes, I was talking to Vince. He was like, I figured we can do maybe a TLC version of the match. I know you always wanted to do that. Well, we can do that, but you and I will hang together." I go, no. I go, that's when I fully retire. I go, never again with you, my friend.
Do you remember watching Edge spear Jeff Hardy off the ladder? Did you have a vantage point to watch that live?
Yes, I did. And I was jealous because I like to say that even though the SummerSlam TLC match where I was hanging with Jeff, Bubba, I think Bubba took a great bump off of there. Matt took his bump. Christian took his bump. Edge took his bump. And Edge took, quite a few bumps in that match as well. Everybody took bumps, but I always felt in my heart the special bump was me hanging because I was so fearful of heights and how devastating it looked. So when Edge did that, I went, oh, damn, that's going to get more play than me now. And Edge teases me all the time about that.